What's up everybody, hello to Transport Fever 2, we're back here in the 1940s, we are in the World War II era now, and what is mostly needed in World Wars? Well, food. Food is one of the major problems, and that's why we want to kind of support our cities with enough food, at least those cities who need it. So Solitude, a city, a really small, sleepy town down here in the south, has a small population of 142, and we want to change that a bit. So we want to mix them up a bit here. They should get some food, and well, other cities also need some food. So something over here, Chipping North, does need some food. I think the Riverlands also need food, yes, and we haven't provided any of that yet. So that might be a good opportunity to make this one here, this food processing farm, the biggest food processing farm in the world, at least on this map here. And the big advantage of this one here is, oh, look at that, we get some cool new planes here and also some new trucks that we can use then. And the big advantage of this food processing plant here is that it has lots of farms around it. Look at that. So we want to, well, deliver all that grain that we can find around here to that food processing farm and make it the biggest one, hopefully reaching even tier 4. And trains and planes are going then delivering the food from here to all around the world, at least on this map. Now, the first thing we want to start here with is, of course, a really huge train station that we need for that, because lots of trains are coming in here. Unfortunately, it's too far away from the river, and over here we have some farms. I want them to deliver the food to that food processing plant here. So we're going to have at least 4 trains starting out initially, transporting all that grain to that food processing farm here. And then we should also have, here, an airport ready for the airplanes to take it then to, well, the cities around the world. Let's start with, in this one, a cargo terminus station. I do like it to have a terminus station here in the beginning, more or less, so it can be here. And this terminal station, we're going to upgrade this one here right away to more tracks that we can use then. So the tracks are going to be here, and I think we could use high speed right away. Why not just have high speed there? I don't know how powerful the logs are getting at some point, but for this case, this should be perfectly fine. And then we need the cargo platforms here, and then some more high-speed tracks with catenary here. And we probably also want to make it a bit longer. Oops, not like that, but like that. And then also another cargo platform here, going of course all the way up here. And then we can use another track here. Oh, yeah. With this one I will need another track here. And then we can have the cargo platform here. Now, that's only the beginning. This is the train station that's going to be used for the grain primarily, since the food we are going to transport with the planes then primarily, but well, in this case. Now, the first one we have over here, unfortunately, what I can see is, because there's so many fields around it, we have to delete something at some point. In this case, perhaps we can actually make it without deleting too much. So this is here, and that would cost us one farm or one field. This would cost us this field over here. This might be possible, but we still would have to pull the tracks through that, and then we'll delete it. So we need to get rid of this one here anyway, and that should be fine here for the first one. Of course, it also needs a street connection there. Perfect. This one has now a direct connection to that. And then we need the high-speed tracks. Let's just use high-speed tracks. They're more expensive for the beginning, and we don't really care about money at this point. And there we have the first tracks going out of here all the way around it to that station. And that's the first one. Very good. Now let's have a look. We have the second one already here, again with a little empty space here. That is really strange why we have that empty space there. And we could probably use this empty space here for the tracks then, so we can avoid deleting anything. Yeah, like that. So then we can just have the streets going over here. It has the connection to it. And then we can just have the tracks now. Very good. So we don't need to delete anything here. And those tracks are going into platform number 2. Need to make a bit longer here. So that it goes in this one here. That's 2 lines that we have now that deliver some grain. We have this one here down there that I want to use, and that one here. And then we can still use those grain farms here as well if we want to, but 4 should be enough for now. I just want to see what happens then if we deliver that much grain into something like that. Here, no, we could use a truck system for that one here, but I rather stick with the trains there. So we have another cargo station here, and once again we can avoid, no, this time we actually will need to delete something here. So I think if we, yeah, we definitely do need to delete something here. So it's going to be that field here, and then we have the street again. Very good. And here again the tracks going over the river this time, so we're going to have a big bridge for that one. How is it looking, the bridge? A small one, as you can see, not as tall as the other ones. Perhaps it becomes taller than when we have some ships going through that, if at all, because, well, you know, it's actually at the end of the map. Oh right, this is a head station, so this train will need to take a turn. So then it was a bit of a mistake here to have the head station, but well, doesn't matter that much. Small turn there, not a big deal. So that's 3 lines, and we still have the 4th one, which will be coming out of that one here. Over here. And that's just looking cool here too. And this is being used for that grain farm over here, another station. Once again, we will need to delete at least one. Going over here. And then we should be able to connect them. Very good. That's 4 lines now coming in here into that station there. Quite a lot. And then we'll have probably one train going out here and delivering it to Solitude. So we will need some signs here anyway, you know, some signals then for the trains. So I think with that route here, we're going to take it then where we can take the food out of it. This will be done here. So here we are going to have another exit. And this one's going all the way over here now, where we're going to have a cargo terminal station. Or do we need that actually? Let's make a normal cargo station, which we can upgrade to a cargo and passenger station then as well. We are delivering some food, and we already have some food here, so I think we'll be using it here then. In Solitude, let's have a terminus station here. Cargo, terminus, and passenger station that we have here. Going out. So it has a connection now to the food production that we have there. And we can also upgrade it then. So we have one now here. We're going to have some more tracks here. And here. That's for passengers. And then we're going to have a cargo platform. Here. Oh, wait a second. I think we do need a building for that first. Passenger buildings, cargo buildings. And that's a small main building with street access for cargo station, so that we have here. And now we can have along that, I think, yeah, a cargo platform. Alright, so there we have some passengers here now, and then some cargo as well. So So we can use both of those things there, because we're going to need that for passengers then as well. A passenger train to West Ham, I think, and then Tring or something like that. So we connect those cities there as well, because Solitude definitely needs some connection. It's way too, well, Solitude down here. Now, that one here, let's have a look. Where do we have the tracks? Down here. Perfect. And let's get that. And then we need to be careful here that we use the cargo platform. Alright, and as we can see, we got both symbols here now, so that we can use that station for two types of things. Now everything is coming together here. For that one here, we'll need a signal though, so a path signal. So we definitely do need a path signal for the incoming trains, so they know when it's free and when it's used. And what is the bear doing here? There's a bear on the tracks. He's enjoying the silence while he can, because soon there won't be no silence here anymore. Now we got the tracks here for my starving population. And now, of course, well, one more thing, we do need a depot. And in this case, it's going to be a bit more of a problem where to use that train depot, because there's so many tracks here coming together. I wonder if we can actually still connect those ones there. Yeah, we can. And also nope, that's not possible. This should be possible though. It is. This one's possible, so they're all being connected now. Right, and now we just need a depot out here somewhere. I mean, yeah, it's a bit of a pity that we can't use a depot here at one of the stations, you know, like an additional building. I don't think we have that. Passenger MISC, side entrance for passengers. We just have the normal passenger buildings here. Nope, that's it though. Alright, and then we just need a train depot that connects to everything. So if we have it like here in the middle, it could come here together for at least that one here. Oh, and we got some tanker boats now, tanker ships that we can use for the oil transport there right away. That's going to be important, because I definitely need more capacity there. Right, but we can't, yep. If we have it here, it can actually go to all the tracks if we have it on this one here. You know, because it can now go to that one here and then out, inside here, on that track, outside here, outside here. Very good. Now we do need the lines for that. And the line is going to be one here to here, using platform 1. Right, and that's grain that we use there. The next one is from here to here, using the second platform. Yep. It's another grain. Then you can see it's quite complex, this one here. From Saxmunden to that station there. Hopefully using the right platform there. Perfect. Another grain one. And then one more from down here, lower West Ham, or up there, for platform 3. Okay. And then we have one more from here to Solitude. using the right tractor automatically. Or at least, well, it's the only track that's available there anyway. Coming in here, food, solitude. Now we should have that. Let's purchase the trains for that, right? Hopefully it's long enough for them. I hope it's long enough for them to turn around. That's a problem though that I can see right now. We'll just see about that. As we can see, lots of locomotives there. I think we also got... that one. Yeah, that one here is probably the best one. Oh no, this one has much more power. This heavy 6-axle electric locomotive designed for freight service was nicknamed the German Crocodile. Right, the year 1938. Let's use this one here, and we do need, oh yeah, grain. So we're using the newer cars for that. There's grain. Let's just see how many we can actually place on one. Quite a lot, as I can see. And I think if it becomes too long, okay, those 3 at least work now. Let's wait for them. There it's coming out. I mean, what we could do is we could, if it's too long, we could have a smaller one and then we replace it. That might be possible as well if it's just too long. But it's looking good there. Yeah, it needs to wait now. That one comes out there, and what I can see is that this one here has taken the wrong one. No, the problem is they're too long for this one here, and that one will have to wait. So we need to get rid of them again. Okay, now all 4 trains are on the move, and as we can see now with this one here, which I made a bit shorter so it can move, we can just replace it now with the same locomotive, and then just with the cart that we are just going to make then really, really, well, big for that. We do have those carts here, and let's use them. So that it still stays at excellent, like that one here. And as you can see, it just immediately gets longer there. So we have that one here, that's a short one still. That we also want to make a bit larger there. Of course, that just costs me a lot of money. But look at that, money is not really a problem. It just multiplies every year at this point. So also I do get back quite a bit of money then from those trains there. We do have one here that is already pretty long, coming from here, here, and here. And there's another one now. This is the shortest one. So let's also make this a bit longer there. Right, and also with the green. Very good. Coming in here now. Now that we have those trains here available, they are now getting us the goods to the food processing plant. Not much yet, but it's growing. And now we can use another train that we need here for the food being transported into solitude. And for that, we're just going to use another train here. So let's purchase one again with the German Crocodile. And in this case, I think we need to use the box car. That's a new one. I mean, new one, 40 years old by now. But we can still use it. And let's not make it too big, since we also want to save something for the planes then. And that's just going to be the food then. Oh, and another plane there. So a lot of new planes are coming in now. That's cool to see. There's the food solitude. And that train is now waiting. So it can actually get out here. There it's coming. And as you can see, this one's waiting now because it knows that it will be coming on that track there. And of course it needs all the space that it can get there. And I haven't seen those carts there yet. They look definitely a bit newer there. Alright, so that's working now. We do have now the food production here. What I also wanted to do is replacing a few of those things. So we do have quite a lot of trucks that we are using. So I can just go to that one here, vehicle statistics, and then I choose the road vehicles. Or actually, I think I need to go here. And then we choose the road lines. And I can see that we have some passengers here. Perhaps we got something new. Yes, we do. The Saurer Tischer. So that's 1939. And if you're wondering why we have so many German things here all the time, well, that's because we are playing the Europe theme. And well, from the German-speaking countries, we got a lot of those vehicles there. And this one here is, it sounds like it's from Switzerland, but I don't think so. Anyway, it's 10 capacity, and it's a bit newer, so 1939. And we just want to replace it then. Those buses that we have there. The same with that one here. So we're using a few more modern ones. Here we have the vehicles, the very old ones. And we want to replace all of them with... So this one here, the post bus was built in Austria actually. There we have Germany. Down here we have the newer ones then for cargo. And 1942 are the latest ones. And we want to use construction materials on that one here. It's this one there. Let's replace them. And this is another construction for Sleepy Hollow in that case. We can use that one here to replace it. So those, of course, can transport much more than this one here is for fuel. I think we do have something there. Yep. The Type Tank Truck. The C-Type engine range consists of 4 and 6 cylinder inline engines as well as 8 and 12 cylinder V engines. And let's replace it there. So oil is being transported much more effectively. And also the machines here that we could have with, I think, all cargo. Yeah. Then we still have Southwold, that is passengers once again. So up here. And then we have the tools, one last step there for the tools, all cargo. And now for the planes, we do have planes in action, of course, and probably want to, well, replace them too with the latest one. So we got a few more planes now. Douglas DC-4 was the latest one, and the Douglas DC-4 already has 15 capacity, so replace those planes now with that bigger airplane, and perhaps we can see it on the airport somewhere. There they are. They got now 4 engines on either, 2 on either side. Much bigger now. The airfields though haven't changed yet. We still got the dirt road here, which is not very good. But I think this will change now automatically soon with more modern times then. So that one there. And I think for cargo we also have, so Grain Air, we can also replace them. We have still the Vicar Victoria, I think. What's that? It's definitely not the Douglas C-49, which can take up to 10 of all cargo. Developed in the Second World War, thousands of C-47 were converted for civilian use at the end of the war. Some of them are still in use today. Let's replace them and have a look at them. So that's the one. And here we have them as well. Some beautiful trains right there. Here we already have a transportation for food. So now we are, well, at least some cities are getting some food. We are supplying them with some food through these hard times. And also Solitude should then grow in the future. Stay tuned.